Now we have a video message from Representative Brad Sherman.
Hello, I'm Congressman Brad Sherman. It's a pleasure to address you as you organize the California Iranian-American Convention for a secular, democratic, non-nuclear Republic of Iran. On February 9th of this year, dozens of rockets were fired into Camp Perea, a camp formerly known as Camp Liberty. And there are 3,000 residents there, and they are all unarmed. They had been pushed into Camp Perea from Camp Ashraf. 7 of those unarmed residents were killed, and many more were wounded. The Hezbollah Brigades, an Iranian-affiliated group in Iraq, claimed responsibility for the attack and pledged to do even more horrendous actions. The State Department correctly condemned in strong terms this terrorist attack. On February 28th, I joined Congressman Ted Poe and several other colleagues in introducing Resolution 89 to condemn the attack and to call on the administration to take strong steps to protect the residents of Camp Perea. 100 members of Congress are co-sponsoring that resolution. These terrorists should be brought to justice. We have to ensure that the Iraqi government takes meaningful steps to provide security for dissident Iranians seeking shelter in Iraq. We should work with the government of Iraq and the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees to return the residents of Camp Perea back to Camp Ashraf, where they'll have more protection from future terrorist attacks. Iran's recent election has been spun by the press as somehow a moderate being elected to head the government in Tehran. 3 facts that are important. First, we must remember that Iran is still pursuing nuclear weapons, just as it was before Rouhani's election. The centrifuges are turning at the same speed, if not faster. Second, it is the supreme leader, not the president, who is the decision maker for Iran on military and nuclear decisions. And third, when we look at Rouhani, we see that he is not acting like a moderate. He has appointed to his cabinet a number of former regime officials, including some with horrendous human rights records. To think that poor Mahdi would become justice minister, the word justice is a contradiction to his name. And Human Rights Watch, just a few years ago, in discussing poor Mahdi's record, described him as one of the ministers of murder. That is not the moderation that the press is talking about. As revolutions spread across the Middle East, we must support the aspirations of the Iranian people to bring real change. And I need to work with all of you at this convention for a peaceful, secular, democratic, non-nuclear Iran. Thank you very much. I'm Brad Sherman.